Hi ladies and gentlemen, this is Tony Holowitz and I want to thank you for being here for this tutorial. In this tutorial, I want to talk to you about the task list. And the task list is the list you can quickly get to see what you have going on in Act and Handheld Contact. So when we're on the main screen, I want you to observe down at the bottom, there's an option called Task List, and I'm going to click on that. When I click on that, on the left-hand side, we see all the items we get to choose from. And I want to make a distinction. The very first one on the top has a phone next to the item. It says test 1 and there's a phone. Test 3 has a coffee cup. So the phone is a call. The coffee cup is a meeting. Just a little symbol to let you know. The first item here, Chuck Smith, is showing up on the right half of the screen. Now, at this point, I can work from here and see what the activity is. But also within that activity, I see Chuck Smith's name. And if I click on it, I go inside and I have all the contact information I need. So if I need to email Chuck or if I need to call him or visit him, I can visit Chuck. So one thing that I want to talk to you about when it comes to working in the task list, just my approach and what I recommend. What I try to do is, because the task list in my mind is really great for making phone calls, I try to filter out everything in the task list except for phone calls. The three primary options you have when working with ACT are calls, meetings, and to-dos. But it's always been my philosophy that if something is worth doing, schedule a meeting to do it. So if you have to do a proposal on behalf of a client, go to that client and schedule an hour-long meeting so that you can literally schedule that meeting and get it on your calendar. If it's worth doing, schedule a meeting. And sometimes I'll even schedule a meeting with myself to get it done. And I think what that does is it makes things more real. Now, that's an opinion. So I've always, on the task list, only want to see my phone calls. And on the calendar, I only want to see my meetings. So I'm going to go up and click on filters to the right of where it says task list. And here you'll notice I can turn off certain things. I'm going to turn off everything except for my calls. Okay. And I don't want to see any of the cleared items. So I'm going to click done. And now the only thing I see here are the phone calls I have to make. If I click on this one, I can go in and I can make the call by clicking on John's name. I get inside. And now at this point, once I make that call, I can go back and clear that. So one of the things that I'm not real fond of is the fact that I've got to sort of navigate between a couple screens to get back to work with this. So for example, now I've got to navigate back to John right here to go in and clear this. I wish they were all in the same spot. And ideally, I'd love to see this right-hand side so the only thing that's there is all the information I need to complete the task. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Tony Holowitz. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Bye now.